sportsradio.com.
Sports Stampede. Sports Stampede with Michael Clark and Adam Munster-Tiger, publisher of BuffStampede.com.
Welcome back into the second hour of Sports Stampede. Adam Munster-Tiger here with Ryan Koenigsberg. Again, Michael Clark on vacation out in Hawaii. I imagine he's having an even better time on this Saturday morning than we are, but it's been great to be with you. We were talking CU basketball last segment. We're going to talk CU again this segment, but we're going to talk a little football recruiting, and we're going to try to get to some of your mailbag questions that we weren't able to last week. Before we welcome in the Buffalo's prized football commitment from the class of 2015, let me tell you about the Milwaukee Street Tavern located at 201 Milwaukee Street in Cherry Creek. They offer a comfortable and friendly atmosphere, more intimate than the sprawling warehouse-sized joints. As they say, life is about friendship. This tavern is for friends. If you're going to see a great game, why not see it at a great place? The Milwaukee Street Tavern features over 50 beers, beer specials daily, a late-night menu available until midnight, and a late-night party crowd. And you know the food is good because it's where restaurant people go when they get off. The Milwaukee Street Tavern at 201 Milwaukee Street in Cherry Creek with free garage parking down below. Now let's welcome in Tim Lynott, the highly regarded offensive guard prospect from Regis Jesuit High School in Aurora. Verbally committed to Colorado over offers from Oregon, UCLA, Miami, Arizona State, Kansas State, among others. And he recently got a chance to play against the best high school players in the country at the Semper Fi All-American Bowl game. Tim, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Well, first off, Semper Fi All-American Bowl is a great honor to be able to get selected to play in that football game. What was that experience like for you?
It was awesome. It was awesome getting to play against some of the best players in the nation. It was awesome just to hear from the Marines and get a little glimpse of what they do. And the Marines were very inspirational. They defined what being a part of a team means, and they were essentially it was just a great time up there, and it was just awesome getting to meet some guys that can play in the near future.
Do you feel like that gave you kind of a preview of what it's going to be like at the college level? All those guys you went up against are going to be playing at the next level. Was it different for you in practices in the game as you kind of prepare to get your own game ready for the college level?
Yes, I think it was very different, but I feel like it was a tiny glimpse of what it would be like in college. Just they're the same age as me, but I think it's just it was just a glimpse of what I'm going to see in college, and I'm going to be playing these guys in the near future. So it was a lot different from just a regular high school practice or something like that from my school, but it was just awesome to start playing these guys and kind of get a little glimpse of what I'm going to see in the future.
I'm going to put you on the spot. What was the best defensive lineman that you went up against? It could be in practice or the game during that Semper Fi All-American Bowl.
There was actually a lot of them. I think one of the best ones I went against, though, he was on my team, actually. His last name was Jefferson. I think he's going to USC. He's one of the best ones I've gone against, and one of the biggest. So I think he was the best one I've gone against in that whole Semper Fi thing.
Okay. Yeah, Noah Jefferson, I think you're talking about. Was he from Las Vegas?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yep, he's a four-star recruit committed to USC. Now, obviously, you're committed to the Buffs. You decided to stay in-state. You even had your father's alma mater, Penn State, coming after you here. Talk a little bit about that decision. What made you want to stay in Colorado and play for the Buffaloes?
The new facilities are going to be insane. I mean, they're going to be amazing. I've kind of seen a glimpse of that too when I went on my official. Also, the coaches are amazing. I mean, I have some friends up there close home. It's like 40 minutes away. There's just so many factors that I can possibly see some playing time as a freshman, and that'll be a great opportunity to have. And I think that it feels like it's just a great fit. When I went up there, that you got that feeling of what the right feel is, and for me, CU was the right feel for me, and that's why I committed there.
You are one of the top 6 ranked in-state prospects this recruiting cycle, and 4 of you guys are committed to CU. It's one thing that the Buffaloes in previous years had trouble doing was keeping the top guys close. What worked about McIntyre's sales pitch to you in those other in-staters this cycle?
His sales pitch to me was, we're going to go get a national championship. That was one of the big things, and it was a big thing to where he gave me a lot of things about how I'm close to family, how like the program is just all together, just the players, the coaches, and he basically sold it to me very well and just sold that we're going to go win a national championship and we're going to be a better team than we ever were before. And I think that was a big factor for me, and just think that was that was a major thing that made me decide to go there.
Adam talked a little bit about in-state recruiting and that sort of thing, and I think offensive line is the main position that Colorado has been able to pump out D1 talent. How special could it be for you to play on an offensive line that's going to have you and Dylan Middlemas and Isaac Miller, three guys from the state of Colorado, and possibly even more in the future?
That would be amazing. Actually, I just like thinking about it right now. It just gives me chills. But it's awesome. Actually, it's just I feel like we're going to get even better people too in the future once we start winning games again. And I think that O-line's a big factor too, but every position is. But getting some of those best linemen in state is awesome, and I think it just help us become a better team and just a better power O.
Do you think, or at least hope, that you guys are kind of going to start a trend of those top offensive linemen staying in Colorado?
I don't know that, but I hope so. I really hope that we could basically just bring more of the best recruits in the state to Colorado and keep them in state. Also bring guys out of state, and I hope it starts a trend, and I think it will, honestly.
Going back to the Semper Fi real quick, did all the players stay in the same hotel there?
Yeah, all of them did. Everyone had a roommate.
So anytime you get that many high school seniors in a hotel together, there's got to be some funny story or some shenanigans that went down. Anything you can share with us?
There was one funny story. So we had a media day, and we had a little players lounge that we always went to, and this one guy named Gabe, he was another lineman. Actually, he fell asleep on the floor, and these guys told me to actually pour water just right in between his legs when he was laying on his stomach, and he didn't wake up at all. Someone woke him up, and then he just started feeling between his legs, and he thought he actually peed himself. He was just freaking out.
Wow.
And, yeah, it was funny. It was probably one of the biggest highlights of just the whole thing, and it was just the most funny thing.
That's a deep sleeper right there.
Oh, I know. It was funny.
We're talking with Tim Lynott, highly regarded offensive guard prospect from Regis Jesuit. Tim, before we let you get out of here, you mentioned the facilities up at CU that they're currently building being part of your decision to pick CU. Do you think that's going to help the Buffs recruiting efforts even more when it's actually completed, when it's functional, guys can get in there and actually kind of see the functionality of it?
I really think so, honestly. I mean, it's got to be more than just facilities. It's got to be the just whole team effort and how the team's performing. But I feel like that could attract more players to come to CU, and the locker room's going to be insane. I know everything's going to be awesome there. I just kind of seen it just a little thing I walked through the construction site, and it's awesome. It's going to be big, and I think it will attract recruits to come to Colorado.
Good stuff, Tim. Thanks for coming on the show with us today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That was a good story from his trip out for the Semper Fi All-American Bowl.
I swear that wasn't a prearranged question. That couldn't have gone any better.
Well, we don't have a lot of time left in this segment, but we can get into a few questions here from the mailbag segment that we couldn't get all the questions last week. Griffin asked us,